Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, everybody. Let me make sure you guys are hearing me okay. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. Welcome to my live. Today is that beautiful Saturday that the Lord has made, and I trust you guys are doing amazing. Welcome, 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 welcome. Come on in. Let's get into today's conversation. Wow, wow, wow. Guys, if you're coming in, come on in. Let's discuss this topic today because it's sizzling hot. And at the same time, Mr. Korra Obidi is not looking good for you at all. I have continuously asked these people to co-parent in peace, but Mr. Korra Obidi has kept on his foot on the acceleration of his vehicle, running without checks, not minding how much MPH is putting on his acceleration. This guy continued to press the pedal. He continued to push, courtesy of the fake women in his WhatsApp group. Now, how are the mighty falling? Now, how is the court going? I told you guys before, he's not the first person to file lawsuits that wins a case. Definitely not the first to go to court. How was your paper presented? Did you go through an attorney, or did you try to do this by yourself, thinking you know what you're doing? Or are you still laying hold of 2 years ago materials to go contend the case that is of that is happening right now, 2024? You're relying on evidence of 2 years ago. How did you present your case? Did you do the needful? Did you seal off your witness list? Did you seal off the privacy of your children, your so-called children you've been claiming to be protecting? How are the mighty falling? Mr. Korra Obidi has continuously brought this issue because some bunch of women in the WhatsApp group kept deceiving him, thinking they were doing him a favor, only for the women to be monetizing and cashing out with the information Mr. Korra Obidi has been providing them. The question is, how are the mighty falling? Guys, welcome to my live stream. Thank you for coming in today. Like I promised you guys, once the court proceedings are ready, we'll be coming here to discuss all of them. So make sure you follow my Facebook page. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on your post notification bell so you receive my notification whenever I go live. We'll be dissecting, we'll be analyzing, and we'll be also criticizing anything that is not right, and also giving our absolute comment and observation. Welcome, my beautiful people. I am filming on my car today. Yeah, my kids are on camp, and then I don't want to drive home 45 minutes or 40 and then drive back home before I pick them. So I'm filming where they are doing their camp program. Thank you, Royal D. Thank you, Jemima. Thank you, MTN. Thank you, Fumi. Thank you. Thank you, MTA. Thank you, Ogena. Ogena, if you know how I love your name, man, it's on another level. Thank you, all the amazing people watching me. Please don't forget to like this live stream. As you know, I'm filming with my phone, so I don't know if you guys are liking, but liking the live stream is the least you can do for me. And in the comment section, I want to hear your opinion, okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Why am I saying on my thumbnail that is not looking good for Mr. Korra Obidi? Remember, he's been running his mouth. Even after putting out a restraining order against Korra Obidi, this man continued to mention Korra's name, castigate Korra, tarnish their images, including her parents, her family members. Continued. Just a few days ago, he sought for new allies that would join him in destroying Korra's reputation and making Korra look so bad on social media. But guess what? Those people, the family of 7, they realized the nonsense this guy got them into. A family that have been doing their own family content, doing their lifestyle. All of a sudden, a strange person called from somewhere, destroying the image of the wife, and you think the person meant well. I'm so glad that that same guy that was running mouth calling Korra's name, though Renee's brother, came to apologize. He made an apologizing video. I saw that, I watched it, and I laughed. I say some people, why do you always learn from mistakes? Why not learn from other people's mistake? I keep preaching it here. Mr. Korra Obidi has put out a lot of lessons for people to learn. And if you follow through in some of the things we say on our pages, you'll be able to avoid those mistakes in case you find yourself in similar shoes. Don't run like somebody who has no reasoning and then commit something and then come back to apologize. But I'm glad Renee's brother apologized. And I'm glad Renee called the brother out. I'm not part of this nonsense. I'm not part of it. Please go face my brother on his page. And they went there. They showed the brother the power of strength, the power of community. Why am I saying? Some people will say Korra's fans are toxic. Let me give you an example. Beyonce is a mega superstar. Just make a mistake of saying anything bad about Beyonce, the beehives will come for you. A lot of people shut down their Instagram account because of beehives. So when you know what the power of community, don't mess around with somebody that is already loved on the social media. Anyone that messed around with Beyonce, go look for that person. The person will tell you the story. So this Renee's brother thought that Korra was just an anyhow person you could mess around with and go scot-free. Koreans taught him a lesson of his lifetime, a lesson that will not leave his mind, his brain, his thought very quickly. They taught him a lesson and he learned very quickly and he did 360 degrees reverse to apologize. This was a guy that was forming ally with Mr. Korra Obidi. Did that ally work for Mr. Korra Obidi? Hell no, it did not work. Did it backfire? Of course it did. How about the Facebook pastor? The Facebook pastor that doctored somebody's special needs child's video to suit the narrative of Mr. Korra Obidi, to pump his head. You have a case against these people. You do this, you do that. How are the mighty falling? Let me know what you think in the comment section about what is going on now. Korra Obidi will be today thanking all of you that contributed on that GoFundMe account to enable her get a lawyer, to equip her for this fight. All of you that contributed, you're seeing the result of your effort. You're seeing the benefit of having enough funds to pursue legal matter in America. Like I say, guys, I've said it severally. Legal fees are not cheap. They are not cheap. And some people, let me give you an example of what happened to somebody I know recently. The person was discriminated in her workplace, and the lawyer started calling because she googled lawyer office and then made a false call. They started calling her, but the moment they realized that that person doesn't have enough legal fees to pay, some of them started dropping the case. So legal fees in America isn't cheap. And I want to especially thank all of you that contributed to that GoFundMe account. It's still running, it's still on. If you haven't contributed and God puts in your heart to contribute because we want to see this thing over. This couple, they are not the first Caucasian and a Nigerian Black woman to be married. They will never be the last. And people are still going to get married. I don't know who my daughter will marry tomorrow. Do you understand what I'm saying? But we need to shut down all of this noise on social media. Let people have some sanity. And the only way to do that is by getting those lawyers, Korra Obidi employed. So I'm saying thank you all to everybody that contributed in the GoFundMe account. Only God will repay you. You can see the result of your money. You can see it. It's obvious. Korra Obidi did not just crumble anything and submitted like just Mr. Korra Obidi. Korra Obidi is an attorney. I said it here. When I'm talking, don't think I'm just blabbing. I am a lawyer. I'm a lawyer to practice under the Supreme Court of Nigeria. I have a master's degree in law. I have professional certificates in law. So when I say some things here, believe me, I do my research before coming to say these things. When I talked about the materials, when I talked about getting lawyers, when I talk about, don't worry, what they're going to do, they will download the videos of Mr. Korra Obidi. They are going to take time, painfully sitting down to listen to all the gibberish and transcribe those in text. If you read Korra Obidi's document, you'll be telling Oyoyo, in fact, Oyoyo, I'm going to give you a super thanks because what you said is what we are saying. I'm going to send stars to you. What you said is what we are saying. This lawyer sat down, listened to all the things the man put out on Facebook, because I told you guys, those are evidence, concrete evidence. To some extent, I was even telling people, I remember one of my live stream, Fumi had to leave my live stream to download all the videos because somebody came telling us that the man was beginning to delete some of the videos on his page. Fumi left, downloading the videos to store them as evidence in case Korra needs some. To tell you the power of community, the power of influence, the power of loving someone. Look at now, these lawyers sat down. They listened to all the live stream. They were now transcribing those things to text in the exact statement, exact words of Mr. Korra Obidi, not abbreviated, not edited. They lifted those words and they put them in court documents. And they even stated in some of the documents, we are going to present this video as evidence in court. How many times did we say here? When you have a family problem, a personal problem, don't come to social media and drop them. You're going to end up shooting yourself on the leg. And that's what Mr. Korra Obidi did. He thought if he runs his mouth on social media and then all his WhatsApp women will run with those things and they will castigate Korra, make her look like, the devil itself, and then they think they've achieved something. Now, I'm going to see what they are going to say. I'm going to watch what they are going to say. To be honest with you, from the court document Korra Obidi filed, I must give kudos to those lawyers. They know their onions very well. They are not sleeping. They know what they are doing and they are good at it. They were following the timeline of events. When I mean timeline, they are not going to bring the one he said yesterday and before presenting the one he said a month ago. They have a timeline. And those timeline will come with dates and the time those statements were made. For anyone that wants to go verify, you will find those evidences all over social media. Did Mr. Korra Obidi get an attorney? Has he gotten an attorney? Maybe as of this morning, maybe he has. But going by the document this man presented to the court, going by those documents, this guy did not do his homework at all. When he filed a restraining order with over 360-page documents to the court, most of those things were struck out by the court. You know why? They were things that happened 2 years ago. You can't bring them now because they are old, they are stale. They've already passed the time limit. But he packed everything thinking, yeah, if I have all of those, I'm going to win this case. If I come on Facebook and stream, document preparing papers, the court is ready. Let's see how he plays. This is a done deal. This is done and dusted. No, it's not he who screams the most wins a lawsuit. There is a legal lens for the court to decide every case based on the principles of law, based on the evidences presented, and based on people's character as well. Why am I talking about character? This man filed restraining order against Korra. Do not talk about me. Not even Korra's siblings can talk about him anymore. Korra's relative, nobody will have a right to talk about him because if you read the restraining order document, you see all of those things checked. Not to talk about him directly or indirectly. At the same time, this guy went on talking about Korra. So the court is going to look at that character. You're asking somebody not to defame you, not to not to fabricate stories that is affecting your mental health, is affecting your reputation and everything. But you turned around and saying worse things about that person. You gagged the person from speaking, but you're free to sing like a bird. The court is not child's play. It's not where kids, okay, I understand. I'm just going to let it be. No. These people are grown adults that took the pain of going to law school, doing 3 years in law school and coming with all the experiences over the years they've practiced law to come and review a case, judge a case, and then determine a case. Guys, it's not looking good for Mr. Korra Obidi. And if Jesus woman, Facebook pastor, that have been firing prayers, thinking it's a Nigerian situation, instead of Nigerians to think about how to help the country, the people, the citizens, they will tell you, keep praying, God is going to answer. Madam Facebook pastor, this is not the time. This is not the way. Okay? The way the court works in America, you have to present your case and make sure you presented something that will make sense. Don't present anything and think, oh, the court will have time to come and waste. Is the taxpayers' money that is taking care of that. Whenever they open the courts, it's taxpayers' money that is running. Whenever they turn the light in the court, so don't waste taxpayers' money. The court will even tell you they're wasting the taxpayers' money and the court time. So, Madam, the Facebook pastor, you were telling him to bring more evidence to you, to present to you, so that you present it to God in prayer, so that you know how to fire prayer. It's not working that way, okay? It's not all those things. They deceive people in Nigeria. Instead of you to help somebody who is sick, you tell the person to continue to pray. Instead of you to feed somebody who is hungry, you say God is going to provide. No. If you sleep from morning till the next day, and not, soil your hands to work hard to make something that will provide food or put food on your table, that manna will never fall from heaven. Trust me. So welcome, my beautiful people. I'm going to take comments and we are going to review this. Like I said, guys, it's not looking good for Mr. Korra Obidi. I'm in the car and I'm beginning to feel hot. And I don't want to wind down my window, so I'm going to turn on my air condition for, just to cool off. So if you hear my car, if you hear noise, it's the car air condition. Pardon me. Joy David, thank you for being here. Thank you, all of you for joining me. I know Korra is good writer, but having a lawyer is a bonus. You don't when it comes to court case, you might think you're a very good writer, and your evidence the way they will work for you. You don't just put things that are not relevant because you feel, yeah, after all, he said it. No, you have to pick the things that are very vital, especially whatever it is you're seeking for from the court. I'm gonna give an example. Let's say somebody's owing me money, okay, and owing me $5,000, right? And we had some agreement that you're going to pay at a certain date. And then when the date came, I asked you for my money, you did not give me. You pleaded for another 1 week extension, and that will be the final deadline. We adjusted the first agreement and then signed the second one. Then you did not pay me. You went on Facebook, for example, saying, after all, I said I was going to pay. And what are you even doing? You start cussing me out and all of that. The court will not be minding whatever words, those fighting words that you people exchange against each other. What the court will be looking at, you agreed to pay on the 6th. You did not pay on the 6th. It was extended 1 week after the 6th. Did you pay or did you not pay? After that 1 week, did you pay? No. Those are the things the courts will be looking at, not the fighting words. So getting an attorney to review your case with you is the best thing that can happen to you when you have a very contentious issue going on in the court. Don't come unprepared. Make sure you get all your materials together. By the time they go through, they will understand that this person did his own work. And at the same time, you're saving the court time. Because if you come there for court to come and start addressing you on how to file your paper, you're wasting their time. The judge is a human being, not a robot. If he does that with you 1-2 times, they will tell you to go back. I'm striking this case out. Go back and file a fresh one. Then come ready. They have the right to do that. Hey, Trending with Octavia, have you finished? It backfired big time. Absolutely. It backfired big time. The brother is just nasty, and I still don't believe his apologies. Yeah, the thing is, We might not believe his apology because all of this apology is because of Facebook. It's because of the income they are getting, because they know if you start getting very dirty, they might end up losing income. That's why they did the apology. Not that it really comes from the heart of hearts, you understand? But be that as it may, he has apologized. So we are moving on. Joy David, thank you. You're coming through YouTube. Thank you. I know a good page when I see one. Exactly. Mm, mm, mm. I know a good page when I see one. And if your document is not right, the court will correct you that this is wrong. We are not going to hear this case. We are striking this one. By the time you do that the first, the second time, they will dismiss your case without being heard and ask you to go and refile because you did not get it right. But this one, Korra's lawyers, they sat down. They brought all those, strong words that this man used on his live stream, where he called Korra Ashawo Olosho. Yeah. Where he said that he's violating the court order and he doesn't give 2 cents about it. When he said that he doesn't care whether he goes to jail, after all, it's only community service that he's going to get. All of these are very important because you know what it means. When you know you're doing something wrong, one thing is to know that what you're doing is wrong. And second thing is to admit it that you know you're doing something wrong. And the third thing is to dare the courts. This man did the 3 of them, checked. He knew what he was doing was wrong. He admitted that what he was doing was wrong. That saying, after all, he only going to get community service. And he dares the court that he doesn't care whether he goes to jail. You don't do that. That is a strong evidence against you in court. The court will tell you, so you obviously knew what you were doing at the time. You knew what you did was wrong. You said, yes, my lord, I was just upset. I knew talking about her is going to get me into this, but I needed to clear my name. Why didn't you come to court if you feel clearing your name was the issue? Then you now said, and you said you don't care going to jail for violating the court order. So I can see you really want to go to the big house. So this guy did the 3 things that you're not supposed to. You don't dare the courts. You don't. You did something wrong. You admitted that what you were doing was wrong, and you dare the court that you don't care going to jail. To tell you, this guy has a big problem, and he's not recognizing that. Welcome, Tina. Thank you for being here. No, he didn't. Okay, I don't understand where one comes in. All the ingredients in the file, the facts, balanced diet. I like the way you put it. All the ingredients to determine a case are being met. All of them. You said you were the one calling her name. She kept on defending herself. You called her all manner of things. How you said she went to Nigeria when she was 5 months pregnant and she was doing this thing, knowing that she could contract STI, STD, what have you not. All of those things, the lawyers took the pain to listen to all these things. Just like I said here in my live stream, they transcribed everything into words. And they made references in those exhibits. We have this in video. We are going to tender this as evidence in court. We're going to play the video so that the courts, the whole court, will hear those utterances coming from this man's mouth. Guys, let me insert this particular statement here. Anyone listening to me, anyone watching this video, I hope you're learning. Why I'm saying I hope you're learning, not because your marriage is working today does not mean that marriage of your relative or somebody you know, a friend, might not hit the rock tomorrow. Even your own, anything can happen. But I hope you're learning. If you have any reason to go to court, if you present your case in court, seal your lips, say nothing. I've said it over the past 2 years. Say nothing. If it's so bad that you want to say something, let your PR do a statement. Let your lawyers do a statement. It could be 1 paragraph and that ends it. We are aware of what is going on social media, and our management, our legal team are reviewing every document. Be rest assured we are following it up. If there is any update, we'll take you guys along. Thank you for your concern and thank you for your care. Period. You don't owe anybody in the WhatsApp group any information, anything. I said it 2 years ago. I'm saying it again 2024. Would they listen? No. Give this video a like. Maybe that will get a lot of people to people's ears. Give this video a like, share, share, share. If you're not following me yet on Facebook, follow my page, like, share, invite your friends, and on YouTube, like, invite your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I know a good paper when I see one, and in addition to being your follower, you have just gained a subscriber because of the authenticity of your analysis of the event. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love when people are very honest with me. Thank you again. Now, thank you so much. I really appreciate this. This goes a long way. Thank you for this comment. Thank you. As usual, well analyzed, Oyoyo. Thank you, Oni. Thank you, Madam Oyoyo. This your car video is giving me anxiety. Please, oh, are you around where you can get some fresh air, or do you want to take a walk for me, please? I shouldn't give you anxiety. Please, please, please. I came for kids camp. My kids are doing a Nigerian cultural camp, so they are learning how to speak Nigerian languages and other things, get to meet each other. And as you can see, I'm not backing any car because I don't want anybody's plate number. So I went all the way off to be able to scream, laugh, and all, and have a good time. Sorry about it. Makes me feel like we won't have a long live stream today. I love when you sit comfortably in your chair and dissecting the whole thing. For me, I know. Even myself, I'm beginning to look at time, but they're going to be here for the next hour, so we have enough time to discuss this. And if we're unable to finish this conversation, if I have the opportunity in the evening, we'll definitely turn up in the evening to discuss. It's just 11:37 a.m. my time. All right. So Jennifer Usman, thank you. First time here. Thank you. Thanks for supporting our queen. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Oni said the truth is, JD betrayed the father. His education is half-baked. Ew, 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 ew. Hell, and coupled with the narcissistic condition, he went about things the wrong way. I said it several times, and I called attention of his WhatsApp group women. They should stop deceiving this man. I think we made mention of it when we had a lengthy live stream about 3 hours. I think it was on. Was it on Juneteenth or was it on Friday? No, I didn't do live on Friday. I think it was on Thursday. We did that. I've said it several times. This guy feels he knows best. He feels he's the most educated, most brilliant. He's the smartest somebody. He feels so big that he wasn't even listening. One of his WhatsApp group members, Madam Miriam started advising this guy positively. Stop talking. Do a joint petition with Korra. That video that was shared doesn't look good. This guy kept on denying, saying that the video has been vetted by FBI. There was nothing wrong with the video, and all the 9 yards. You all know the story. This guy has refused to tell himself the truth. He refused to be honest with himself. And for such a person, you already know the behavior. You said it right here, Oni. Narcissistic behavior. They don't want to accept they are wrong. But every other person around them, all of you are wrong. I am the right person. I am the one doing the right thing. Every other person is doing nonsense. That is what is making him look very foolish right now. Like I said, it's not looking good. It's not looking good because from all the documents he filed, is not looking good. We'll be analyzing all of this. Let me continue with the comment. Jemima, thank you. What I'm saying is Korra didn't go for full custody because the case itself might bring the girls to her. Yeah, Korra did not. I'm not going for full custody. What is asking is access to the children, and they are also asking to amend the custody they have already. It did not specifically say full custody, but I wish the amendment will be full custody. Okay, but we are still following the case. If I have the opportunity, I might download that court document myself so that I will have a copy for us to go through when I have the time to be able to go section by section. The pages is about 78 or 79 pages, so it's not like the one Mr. Korra Obidi filed. It's something that could be easily read. Me weight loss. I can see your win on Facebook, lady. This lady, me weight loss, she has been. Who is coming to park beside me, please? Can you take your car out of here? I don't want anybody's plate number. Okay, that's great. Me weight loss, you've been one of the champions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. JD showed a bad mind. Definitely. Madam Longmouth say, oh, Korra, sue me, and nothing happened. So if she lies, she can file. She will not win. Illiteracy is really a disease. That woman, I know I don't need to know much about that woman, but I'm not sure she's educated. Honestly, I'm not. I will tell you frankly, even if she got education, maybe she got education when she came to Europe to do maybe language education or maybe one or two certification to be able to work, all those small things. But to have the four walls of the university or college, that girl did not have it, because if she did, all those things she has been spewing for the past 2 years, she wouldn't have been doing that. So I'm so glad Korra have a good lawyer. I'm sick of JD. Yeah, Korra got a good one. I'm so happy. How would you know a good one? Oginna said, when I see a good document, I know one. If you have access to Korra's document, then you understand what we are talking here. When a lawyer is following a timeline, it makes the case very easy for the judge to understand, even the defendant to understand. It makes it easy. The respondent lawyer, which is Mr. Korra Obidi's lawyer, will understand the whole thing. But at this point, I don't know if he has a lawyer yet or not, but the case is, unfolding. We'll definitely get to see a lot of Chisom. Thank you for catching up with me. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thinking. Okay, Fumi made reference to Renee's brother. Let's hear what Fumi said. Fumi said, I think he apologized, probably because Jay Brooks stopped talking to him. Whoa, you can see selfish people. Jay Brooks' target was the sister. The brother was a pawn to get to her sister, you see, to get to the sister. But since Jay Brooks didn't get his target, he cut off. Why won't he cut off? Where he got himself that he has messed up in the church, he messed up big time. Anybody believing that man, running with information that man is providing for you, you're doing that at your own risk. It's not something I'll suggest to anybody. It's not something I'm going to encourage anybody. I don't remember Mr. Korra Obidi saying he would feed his daughter I'm not gonna say that word, but Korra did when she will never get so if that's your prayer, she will never get those keys. Let's watch and see. You're on a long thing, because it's not gonna work. If that's the prayer you ever prayed for Korra, for her children to be taken away, is already backfiring, and you're seeing the evidence. The only thing I will tell you is, since you love Mr. Korra Obidi so deeply, tell him to shush. Tell him to stop talking. Tell him to zip his mouth. Men don't run their mouth like faucets without any control. Tell Mr. Korra Obidi to stop talking, because each time he talks, people will come to do what? To have their opinion, including me. If you love him so much, get an attorney for him. Let him stop messing up his case if you love him so much. If you think him allowing a stranger to come to his home and video the children potting, and even video them when the baby Atina was trying to cover her private, this woman yanked off the child's heart to video her private. If you think that is right, I'm talking to Royal Diana or whatever your name is. If you think that is right, even if your kids are grown, they will do the same thing to your grandchildren. When you see something that is evil, call it what it is. Call a spade, and stop deceiving Mr. Korra Obidi. All of you that have been supporting him, you look at where you guys put him. This man got 50-50 custody. What more will you ask on a divorce? 50-50 custody is not enough. Until you guys take Korra Obidi's children, then you go and rest. After that, what happened? So that Korra will continue to feed your brother what? Be honest to yourself. Is Mr. Korra Obidi were to be your child, your brother, will you keep pushing him onto the fire?
Now he's looking good. Get him an attorney. And if you don't like what I'm saying here, get out of my live stream. Okay? Get out of here before I block you. That long mouth camera is waiting. I can't even wait to see that one. Ah, that one go sweet me for body, eh? No be small. I go to do live stream 2 times a day because of that one. Because those nonsense, the one that really made me so mad about the long mouth was Korra's father. What did Korra's father do to this woman? She will call him with his first name without any respect, any regard, any concern at all. So I can't even wait for that one to get her own judgment. I'm telling you. No, it looks like a trap for me. Okay, I get it. Thank you so much, me weight loss. That lady just fired me on now. I don't like being upset by silly people. He has finally made a post today. He shared a post from Frida's page, the sound of cricket from him right now. Let him continue to talk. Let him not get some sense. Let him not learn 1 or 2 lessons. Everything he has spoken out there is now used against him in court. Those things he has said are now evidence against him in court, and he hasn't learned. He's not learning. Let him continue to talk. Let him continue to talk. So I've been able to get all the comments read. Keep your comments coming. Keep them coming. I'm in the car and I'm trying to adjust myself. I got my water here. So back to the court document. Korra is asking for a lot of things, okay? In the document she filed in court, she's asking for a lot of things. Let's go back a little bit. Remember, when they got divorced, they advised them that Korra can have access to the children. She can travel both locally and internationally and come back within 2 weeks. That's what the court granted. So Korra wanted this man to sign a passport for her to get an international passport for the new baby. This man refused. Now is in that document. For people who might think that, yeah, you just and one single parent can get. No. When I filed for my own children's passport, I was thinking, so far my husband has signed the paper that just to go and submit it at DMV or whatever, they will issue the passport. When I got there, they said, where is the father? I said, no, he's not with me, but he signed. I said, no, they cannot take my document until they see the father. You understand? Since there is no affidavit supporting anything. So I had to go back home and then bring my husband. So when he came,
went back and then they attended to us immediately. So they need the consent of both parties to be able to print an international passport for the child. This man has deprived Korra that access. He refused to sign it. Tell me, because at that time, the people that advised him were Madam Kofo and Kim Baker. They were like, if this lady gets international passport of the children, she's going to vanish with the children. And it's so ridiculous in the sense that Korra, even if Korra runs to Nigeria, let's even do the scenario here, right? Korra cannot live a day without being on her Facebook. You understand? Korra will continue to go live. So even if, let's assume that what they concocted in their minds was that if you sign that document, she's going to disappear with your children, blah blah. Let's assume it happened. This man knows what to do. All you need to do is to write the embassy in America, and then they will now America. You write America will now inform the embassy in Nigeria about their children. They will put ultimatum on how to get their kids back. This man knows all of this. So it wasn't even something that you can contend with. And that was never Korra's intention. For someone who lives on social media, and then who is a public figure, who is an artist that needs the public to be able to thrive in her business, you think she will run away with your children? Anybody running away with children will not be coming on social media. But this guy and his cohorts, they concluded that, yeah, Korra is going to run away with the children without any evidence, without any proof that was Korra's intention. To the point that they even told him that she's already at the airport. When they got there, Korra was not there with the children. And then he did not learn. Because if he was a smart person, like he claimed all the time to be the smartest, he would have signed those documents, giving this woman an opportunity to go on international holidays with her children. But he held on to that. I'm going to punish you with this. Let me make all of us laugh, okay? Let me crack up a little joke. Not really joke. Recently, they've passed a law in a US Supreme Court stating that for the fact that you're American citizen does not give you constitutional right to bring your spouse, your spouse from another country who is not a citizen, and then it's not a guarantee that the person will get citizenship. Let me also put it, assuming this man had not filed document for Korra, he would have used this new law that Supreme Court just passed to get Korra. Yes, after all, I'm not supposed to, it's not constitutional right for me to do that. It's not mandatory for me to do that. Why are they pushing it? The Republicans pushed this thing, they had to present it to the Supreme Court. That was the latest judgment that happened, I think on Thursday, that was decided. So for anybody, you can still do file for your family and all of that, but they are telling you it's not a constitutional right. It's a right for you to file, but not a constitutional. For those thinking, yes, it's constitutional right. The day I will have time, I'm going to study that judgment of the Supreme Court. We are going to come here vis-a-vis, analyze it and relate it to those. I migrated her here. I brought her to US. She's not an American, blah, blah, blah. We are going to discuss. But assuming that had happened before he filed documents for Korra, by now, Korra will be standing on one leg in America. But unfortunately, they have filed document. Korra is a citizen, is a legal, Korra is not a citizen, sorry, is a legal resident. Korra is what? Is a taxpayer. Korra is contributing through her tax for the betterment of the society. And that's what American is all about. You pay your taxes. All right. So because this guy has failed to file those documents, to sign the international passport, Korra is now demanding that in this new court document she filed. She's demanding the court to make this man sign the paper so that she can get international passport for their second baby. Will the court grant it? Yes. Why am I saying the court is going to grant it? This guy defied the court order. The court said your child can travel, and this guy refused to sign the document for the child to travel. You have 2 weeks access of travel time with the children. Your wife, your ex has the same, but he defied that order of the court. So this time, those are the reasons why I'm telling you guys, is looking ugly for him. It's not looking good. The court placed an order. You can do this. And you said no. You did not. 2 years down the line. Now Korra is filing. So she's going to get it this time around. And that custody, will it be amended? Definitely the custody will be amended. Did you guys read, if you have had an access to Korra's document, how Korra described the Madame Crystal that came to babysit the children and made video? Korra called the woman a stalker because this woman has been stalking Korra. It was the same woman that sent nasty gift to Korra's address in LA. The same woman that had been doing all sorts against Korra. That is the same person, this Mr. Man, opened his doors wide open for her to come and babysit. So based on that serious negligence, serious offense, this woman committed by filming those children when they are unclad, and also kicking out the little girl's hand when the girl tried to cover her area. The court are going to look at all those details. It's not looking good for Mr. Korra Obidi. Call, I don't want that. Okay. If you can hear me, okay, let me know if that you can still hear me. For me, I love this prayer. Okay, mod child or whatever you call yourself, I'm going to say this prayer for you. May every female in your family to the 10th generation, experience everything that Tina and June went through in the hands of that woman. And may the church say amen. May they marry men like J. Broke. And the church say amen. Since you're not seeing anything that that man did wrong. See, assuming I'm not seeing any other thing that Mr. Korra Obidi has been doing, that act alone is enough for me to make up my mind. This guy is not a fit father. You cannot bring strangers to your home. You cannot bring strangers to your home. You can't. To babysit your sister, especially your children, especially when you did not vet those strangers. You did not do any background check and you came defending them, even when they have criminal record on their names. Even when they did a video, and then after doing the video, they shared the video, you gave your consent. Based on that alone, I will make my own decision. Any parent that will let strangers with criminal record come into your hands to babysit your children while you go for a drink with friends is not fit. I'm saying it and I'm serious. That person is not a fit parent. Just because of pleasure, you brought strangers and the stranger came to your house. Not only did she babysit, she videoed your children and shared that video in a WhatsApp group, and you didn't see anything wrong with it. No. I remember when my kids were so little. If you invite me to a party and say children are not welcome to that party, I will tell you, unfortunately, I will not go. If you want me to come, you have to give me the exception. I cannot go and leave my children to someone to babysit because I want to go for maybe 2 hours or 3 hours pleasure. No, that is me. So for everyone that invited me and that wanted me and my husband to come for an event, they made sure they made a space or spaces for my children. There was a wedding that was strictly for adults, but the woman already, she knew that if the kids are not provided for, I won't be there. And my husband, if I say I'm not going, my husband will say he's not going to. So they already know my stand. And based on that, they created a space for my kids and their own children. Those were the only children in that event. When you know how precious your children are, treat them like one. Don't use your children to entertain people on social media. So for that woman or that man that is not seeing anything this guy did, think again. We just said a prayer for you. Since it's all good, may what that woman did to June and Atina, may someone else do it to your own generation, to your own grandchildren. Since it's all good. Anyway, let's continue. I have shared the live stream to many groups. Thank you so much, Me Weight Loss. Thank you, guys. Like, share. Invite a friend. To be honest with you, I will be saying it, at every interval. I want to thank all of you that donated to that GoFundMe. Now you can see the result of your donation. Korra's lawyers, they know what they're doing. They took the pain to listen to every live stream. They transcribe them with every solid evidence. Is it a name calling? Is it speaking of all those false and lies this guy were spewing? Is it all the conspiracy? Everything was taken out just the way he spoke them, without any editing. The way he said it, they lifted it to the document. Quotes, they will bracket it. Very diligent. They did the job good, and it's beginning to look good. Without just rambling around, they were very focused on what will make a case look good. All right. Let me see. Korra has purchased a home, 2 homes also. She is investing in real property in America. Oh, congratulations to Korra. Yeah, good to hear. I love it when women thrive. Okay, Queen Lady D, I love it when fellow women thrive. I am a promoter of women. I am a lifter of women. If you're just meeting me for the first time, know this. In my channel here, I advocate for women. I advocate for girl child. I advocate for elderly. Go to my profile on on YouTube. You'll be able to see some of the things I do here in my channel. So it's a good thing to hear she's investing. Kudos to her. That's the sense of working hard. When you work hard, you make investment for your retirement, because these children we have nowadays, we don't want to be a burden to them during our own very own age. So that's a good thing she's doing. Okay. So let me read. Judy said included in the travelers so that he will come and do another 9 months in Nancy's house and then come and start insulting them tomorrow, right? Indeed. As well, remember he said he will take the children to Nigeria himself. I don't see how he could do that without money and accommodation. Ah, the guy is making money on Facebook. Oh. Don't even think he's not. What problem does he have about the children traveling? I don't know. He has a bunch of women in his WhatsApp group, Chisom. So those women are saying everything negative to suit him, not advising him rightly on what to do, especially when they have
children. But the women are thinking that if the Korra gets the passport of the children, that she's going to run away with the children. And this is a woman whose income is on social media. So definitely they are not thinking, because if at all that was what Korra wanted to do, will she now go and hide in a village in Delta State so that people will not know where she is? No. This woman lives, does her content on social media. So there is no way. She's not hiding, she's not running. And there is no plan of. All right, let's continue. Oh yeah, the church said amen, amen to that our prayer for everyone, every woman supporting J Broke. May their sister, their daughters and loved ones marry a Joe Broke, and their sons and brothers marry Chris Toto.
I don't know why people will not tell that man. CM, when you go through a divorce, I'm talking about legally right now. If you go through a divorce and you get 50-50 custody, be grateful for that. When I mean be grateful, at least you have access to your children. Is it always going to be palatable? No. Sometimes it might not work for you because of the person dropping an exchange time, but at least you have access to your children. And if you feel it's such a burden, you can ask the court that I don't think I would actually, dedicate my own time, let the children be with their mother. After all, they are girls. Maybe when they're of reasonable age, we can switch or we go back to 50-50. People do that. There was a case I saw on Punch News Online about a man that he got a divorce from his wife and he has 4 boys. So when they were getting divorced, they wanted to split the children, two to the woman, two to the man. But they now thought that it might not work well for the children, it might divide the children, they might not have the bond of brotherhood. So the woman said, okay, you can take them, after all, they are boys, and then I'll be visiting. And that's how this couple they've been doing with their children. He still said divorce sucks, okay, because but my ex is a good woman. There are people coming online to talk about their ex in a very negative way. That is so wrong. There was a time it was good. Why not work on those times that you had it good? I said I'm going to make a short video with that family vis-a-vis Mr. Korra Obidi. Let people learn. Let people learn. Lady Rose, Auntie, thanks for supporting Korra. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Yeah, you have to vet people before they come around your children. I'm telling you, with all these cycles all over the place, you just Chichi, thank you. All of you, thank you, Chichi Rose, Chichi, for being here. I really appreciate. Ogina said, Lady Rose, Oyoyo doesn't just support anyone in particular. That's true. She completely supports the truth and nothing but the truth. That's who she is and why her channel stands out. Thank you so much, Ogina. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's the truth. Because I've made a lot of videos here that would have been of great help to Mr. Korra Obidi. and his team, but you all know they don't listen. And I've made a video here calling out Nancy when I say she talks too much, she should stop talking. I said all of those there. When you have a case in court, the best way to address this is with your silence. Stop talking. Quit talking. Because you might end up doing more damage to your case. Just like the case of Mr. Korra Obidi now. Because he did not stop talking, they are now lifting his words, his name calling, his abusive statement against Korra's sister. And they are using all of those as exhibits in court. All his videos being downloaded and going to be played before the judge. Especially those three things I listed here. In case if you're just coming. If a court grants an order, it's expected you obey the order. Whereby you don't obey the order, they can fine you. This man said, I know that saying this is going to put me in trouble. Mr. Korra Obidi's statement. But anyway, I'm here because I want to clear my name. Social media validation, right? And then I don't care if I go to jail. Mr. Korra Obidi's statement. The court document Korra filed listed all of those when he was violating what the court said he should not do, when he admitted that he knew it was wrong doing it, and also dared the court, daring the court that he does not give 2 cents if he goes to jail. After all, the least the court will do is to give him community service. You don't dare the court. You don't violate the court order knowingly and admitting to it and also daring the court. The judge is going to look at you, oh, okay, I see where you're coming from. And they will so deal with you. The reason why they are still entertaining this guy is because he's assuming that Korra married to a fellow brother, an African-American male. By now, all these things will not be happening. The legal system doesn't favor African-American male and even African-American female. But the reason why they are entertaining him is because he's who he is. He's Oyibo. But even at that, right now, it doesn't look good for him. And if truly you love him, tell him the truth. Look at his witness list. His mother, his friend Frida, the same Frida that called Korra out on social media, mentioning Korra's name. Tell me if that person will not be biased. Anyway, let me continue to read comment. Nne, did you see in the Korra's document, someone was threatening her to come outside her condo apartment, that her face would be sprayed with real acid, not cleaning product this time. Are you serious? I've not gotten to that part of the document. Are you serious? See the kind of hate this man generated on social media. Look at. For a divorce that has been finalized by the court of law. I think I might need to wind down. Let me see if I wind down a little. I just don't want people to hear me. I'm trying to blast my air condition to get air here. My car has been parked for a long time, so I don't know what's going on with my air conditioner. It's not blasting cold. So let me just wind down a little bit. If somebody's... I haven't seen this particular one. You can imagine. Remember what happened to Korra when she went to UK? They attacked her on her UK residence. So imagine somebody daring her to come outside. They are going to do something to her. Look at the level of, dislike. Or somebody. Level of dislike this man has made people to just dislike Korra. Just like that. Is that easy? Okay, that's Casey. Okay. Let me continue. I'm glad the doctored WhatsApp message he used to defame her was included. Now he will have to provide the person who told him that
that and send those screenshots. He has to do that. Hey, that lawyer, kudos to you guys. You guys did your homework well. Kudos. Kudos to them. He has, look at what Fumi said. Fumi said that she's glad the doctored WhatsApp. Remember, we talked about WhatsApp, the WhatsApp video of the special need child that they used to, call out Nancy and Korra. They shared those things and then went on a live stream on a very popular Facebook content creator and to tarnish Korra's image. Now, this guy is going to produce who gave him those videos, who sent him those videos. And if he's Madam Facebook Pastor, the food they are cooking is beginning to get done. Should we put more heat? Maybe we should increase the temperature, because I can't wait for some of these people that have been saying nonsense on Facebook. I can't wait for them to see the law, for the law to meet them. I can't wait. I can't wait. There is no reason for you to outrightly dislike somebody you have never met, somebody you have never had any confrontation before, just because you feel you're more righteous, or because you cover your clothes, your body, or because you feel you can dictate to others how they will live their lives. Let me make us understand something about morals. This Facebook pastor said she's firing prayer, asking for the JD sending documents for her to know how to channel the prayer. This woman that feels she's assistant Jesus, right, went and lifted another person's child's video, a special need child, lifted her video, edited the video to suit her narrative so that she can curry favor with Mr. Korra Obidi, and shared that video on social media. This is your righteous person. Korra dresses the way she dresses, but Korra will not do that to another person's child. But your Facebook pastor shared this video, even with her body full covered with clothes, her neck, everything, her hands. But look at the kind of atrocity she put out there. They say don't judge the book by the cover. Get to know somebody before you judge the person. But they all saw Korra, the way she dances, and they all judge her. And this is a woman that her ex-husband promoted on Facebook, carrying her with her naked body all over, defending her all over Facebook, planning to be doing live stream, a lifestyle with her until the marriage went sour. Not for you guys not to ask, why did this marriage end the way it ended? Because Korra started questioning her social media earnings. How dare you? I gave you the platform. I gave you the audience. I brought you to America. I promoted you. I filmed. I edited. How dare you ask me about the money? That was the genesis of the problem. In case you guys have forgotten, go back again or go buy Korra is Life. You'll be able to read. That is the genesis. Even up till yesterday, this man is still very angry that Korra makes money from Facebook, makes more money than him from Facebook. He went on a live stream. Let me turn on my air condition. I don't want people. He went on a live stream, and what he did was to say that, start mentioning how much Korra makes on Facebook. Why is the money always the issue? Why is he always targeting the money? Because that was the origin of their problem. That was how the whole calamity, I'm divorcing Korra, that was what led to it all. Money. But they will not listen. James, yip yip, thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you so much, brother. He's not interested about the case. He only loves Korra's money. Shame on him. Yeah. Let me say, all this full custody, you know what it means in America. If you have full custody, let's assume you got a full custody of our children, and I'm the one that you took the case from. The law is obligating me to pay child support to the tune of my income, equivalent to what is acceptable in the States. and also what I am making. So what I'm making is going to determine how much the man or the woman will be getting every month. And most times they get those money and they use those money also because they're buying food for the children. They're not just going to buy for the children, they'll buy for themselves. So you're practically feeding the man and the children. I know of a man that had a very, he had a very good the children was with no, the kids were with the wife, the ex-wife, and he was very angry. Despite that one, he was the one that brought the lawsuits upon himself. He does what he does. Then he will just travel, leave America, travel to one country, spend 3 months, 6 months, and then come back. And you know, it's very difficult for one parent to navigate the school runs, go to work, attend to the children. And this man would travel without informing the wife where he was traveling to, the country he was going to. The woman will not know. All she will see
To the welfare of the children as well, not the rent, not the mortgage, nothing. The woman said that she has had enough. After several mediation and everything, the woman went to court and filed. What this man did will surprise you guys. Because the children said they don't want to stay with their father. After all, their father hardly stays at one place. So the court gave the custody of the children to the woman. What the man did was to resign from his work and took will I say, minimum job with minimum pay. So he now started making like $17 an hour, from $50 an hour to $17, just to punish the ex-wife. So eventually, the money he was to contribute for the 4 children was little or nothing. The court now mandated him to at least be paying whatever it is that they've given him based on the income and based on what is expected. Do you know this guy owed 5 years of child support upon the fact that he demoted himself, took a minimal job so that the woman will not get good money. And for him to say that he can't afford the child support, the court now said, okay, at least be paying something. 5 years he did not pay. When the case was presented again, I couldn't just understand it. How some people can be so wicked. The children in question are your children. And then if Korra, for example, how Mr. Korra Obidi has attacked Korra over the years, they've demonetized Korra's page countless times, countless. They reported the page. Sometimes Korra will not be making money if not for the stars that people are gifting her. And tell me what benefit it is for this man. Because the children, they benefit from going to a good school, having medical insurance, and eating good food because the mother will take care of them based on the fact that they have shelter over their head, they have food on the table, clothes on their body. But no, the man kept on telling his people, report this page, report this page, report this page. To tell you how sick some men could be. That man left $17 an hour and took the one of $17 an hour, so that by the time they check how much he makes and the rent and everything, he will not have anything to pay for child support. That is how selfish some people can be. All right, let me see. It's like I've missed a lot of comment. Nancy, listen when people start telling her to quit talking. Exactly. I was one of those that said, no, stop talking, Nancy. The court will see that he's very unstable. He's the one that shot himself. He's the one that kept talking. He's the one that everything people advise him not to do, the right people, not his WhatsApp members. The only person that is now talking now, saying something meaningful, is Madam Longmouth. After they've misled him for 2 years, now she felt she has to do the right thing. But at least somebody is doing the right thing. Because one thing about me, if you miss it and correct yourself, do the right thing. But Mr. Korra Obidi refused to learn up till this day. All right. Let me see. Oyoyo, I'm talking about the WhatsApp message where he claimed Korra cheated with 5 months pregnancy and Artina. They included the screenshot. You see, without any proof, he got a doctored WhatsApp message back and forth. Now we are going to know. For me, I know what you're saying. Now we are going to know who sent that WhatsApp message. Did he send the WhatsApp message to himself, by himself, for himself, and his selfish reason alone? Or was it one of his women in the WhatsApp group that did that transaction? Now we are going to know who it claimed that Korra did this when she was 5 months pregnant. It's getting interesting. Guys, like this live stream for me. Please like the video. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share. Like, share. Please do me well. Like the video, like the thumb. If you're watching from Facebook, subscribe. If you're watching from YouTube, follow, like, and invite your friends. It's really getting very interesting. For me, I can't wait to hear that person's name. Oh. I can't wait to hear that WhatsApp message he shared on his platform. Reading it, that Mr. Korra Obidi, I just want to let you know that this is what your wife did when she was in Nigeria, when she was 5 months pregnant with Athena. Now, when in Nigeria, they say when wind blow, the fowl now she go open. If you see hurricane coming, a tornado, okay, when tornado is coming, when it lifts the roof of the houses, you're going to see the whole house empty. Let me use that so that the American audience watching me will understand what it means. When wind blow, the feathers covering the other side of the hand, everything will lift up. You're going to see. Now we are going to know who sent that WhatsApp message. I can't even wait. I can't wait. Joy said, at Joy David, yes, I have read that. They went all the way to her good GoFundMe to send her the threat. The GoFundMe, there was nothing these people did not do. Hi. That dislike is so strong, for somebody you do not know. If you want a GoFundMe account, get one now. Guys, I'm sweating, and I'm under trees, and I'm under trees. I don't know if I should drive around to another place. I'm really, really sweating because my car has been parked for a long time. It's not giving me the vibes I want. I need my air condition to blast. Hey, see, I just moved it now. It's beginning to cool down. Let me see if I will move around to
Just to change position a little. Okay, I need my air condition fired on. It's been packed for a while, so it's not cooling the way I want it. Okay, so I just changed position to get my air condition fired on. Okay, that's basically what I did to I get it. I'm beginning to feel cool. I can't be doing this and sweating. No. Meta should place some strong restriction on his page for inciting violence and using so much unclout languages on Korra. I hope Meta will. This is a good suggestion you're making here, Ogena, and I hope Korra's attorneys, because they're also going to take care of that side of, Facebook image restriction and what have you. They are going to take care of that also. Okay, I hope they will be able to look into that direction, because this guy, look at what he did a few days ago, how he went to another people's group to incite people to come against, to recruit. I said it was to recruit a lot of people, form a different allies, so that he will have more people hating on Korra for no just cause. And you know why it pains me so badly? They are no longer fighting for divorce. They've been divorced. They got 50-50 custody. What stops this man from signing the passport for the children for them to get international passports so that they can actually go on vacation if they want to? No, it's only because he's bitter. He said his worst regret is bringing Korra to America. His worst regret is encouraging him to go viral on social media. It's all about money. There was not, and for all those people, when I listened to Madam Miriam this morning, I listened to her, I was laughing in my mind, because If the children are with the father, I really don't pay attention. If they are with Korra, I don't pay attention. The only time I pay attention is if they are cooking something with their mother, like baking cake, muffins, and things like that. It interests me because I love to hear them. Mommy, I want to add this and all of that. Those are the things. I have my own children, and I have a way of disciplining my own children. The way I discipline my own children might not work for you. We are from African origin. We can scream, we can shout, we can do all of those things. To someone else hearing us, the person might think we are doing something that is abnormal. But for all these African women that we are always scrutinizing, however Korra is with her children, whatever they do together, whatever it is, they scrutinize that it wasn't the way it's supposed to be. Why not look into your own family and look into your children and make up your mind, look after your children, allow those people to do theirs. It's their children. You can never love the children more than they do. But no, they felt Korra was not a good mother because of whatever they saw in the video. If Korra is doing a video and the kids are coming around and she says, "Can you guys get out of there?" They say, "Look at the way she spoke to them." So they start picking unnecessary things against Korra for no reason, outrightly hated this woman, brought so much dislike against Korra on social media that every city she goes now, there will be. Look at when she went to Atlanta for the Jamaica Carnival. Didn't you guys see how bodyguard was walking around with her? Because of her safety. They had other people in that group. They did not have bodyguard. But Korra had to have a bodyguard move around with her because somebody out there on the social media generated so much hate towards this woman. They are not the first to get divorced. Korra is not the first African black Nigerian to marry an Oyibo. She will not be the last. Even in our community here where I live, a lot of our young folks, they are marrying Oyibo children. They are marrying Oyibo wives, Oyibo husbands. There was a graduation I went for about 2 or 3 weeks ago. The guy just graduated from medical school and we went for the graduation party. Guess who is the fiance? He's an Oyibo girl. So our kids are marrying them. Some of them are marrying our children. So Korra will never be the last. And for the fact that they got a 50-50 custody, to me that was fair judgment. But it was not enough for these people. They wanted Korra not to have access to her children. They took away this woman's children 4 days after giving birth to the daughter. And you tell me it was the right thing to do. If that's the right thing to do, may it happen to your relative or happen to your children so that you feel the pain. It's always easier when it's happening to someone else. But when you feel the heat, you understand the pain people go through. When I remember that, I read it on Korra's book, I wept. Each time somebody make mention of it, it kind of, I cringe it. Because it's wrong. When I had my first baby, maybe because it was my first baby, I was very possessive of the child. If you come around the child, say, no. I didn't let anybody carry my child. Talk more of you taking my child. I would have gone mental. Talk more of you taking the child away from a mother. We are happy that Korra did not go crazy. To be fair with everybody. But these people wanted her to go mental. They wanted her to be institutionalized so that they would tame her an unfit mother. There was nothing. There was no campaign they did not carry. And they were doing this, telling this man, we are going to win. You are going to win. They were going to win. There was nothing they did not do. All of them claimed that Korra was not a good mother. All of them, including Madam Kofo, Madam Miriam. If you take a mirror, an x-ray into these women's homes about their own children, they did not do well by their own children. If you take a mirror and x-ray their homes and their family, their children, they were not this perfect mother to their children. But they want to assert the grandma role upon Korra and her children to correct every mistake they made when they were raising their own children. They wanted to use Korra to correct every mistake. And Mr. Korra Obidi allowed them. Look at how he's playing out now. He doesn't have an attorney. He filed nonsense. The court struck out the ones they did and then heard the one they did. Now Korra has filed a very interesting lawsuit. This man has been summoned and it's not looking good. When you read the Korra's court document, you understand. And like I promise you guys always, that I will always come here to have those conversations. I will always come here for us to discuss and analyze those situations. Yeah, the media lawyer will take care of Meta. If possible, Meta will pay for all the damages. Definitely. Meta, they have money. They can take care of that. That's not even a problem. They can demand for, yeah, lost income. They can do that, yes. Isn't there any kind of restraint that could stop JD from exposing her finances and income? The thing is this, he's talking about finances, but he's never exact because he doesn't have access to it. But the court can still put that restraining order. Restraining order is not just from the radius where the person lives. It goes beyond that. There are different types of restraining order. She can go the whole 9 years of restraining order. Not to talk about me, my finance, my family, my children, directly or indirectly, and not for any member of his family, of his allies, his friends, his group, his bloggers, his members, not to discuss anything about me, my finances on social media. If she gets that kind of restraining order, this man can never come tomorrow to say something about Korra, because if he does, he's going to jail. Yeah, that's just it. He keeps saying that Korra earns more than him, and he's vehemently attacking her on all her sources of income. That's his aim. You know, he wants to make sure that she doesn't have income, and whereby you don't have income and you're in a custody issue with another person, the court is going to look at the best interest of the child or children who can be able to take care of the children. And if you that is trying to, posing the issue, if you have a steady income and can prove it by pay stub or maybe income revenue and company revenue, that this is how much you make, this is that, they will be able to give the custody of the children to you, then give visitation right to the other person. Let me give a scenario here. I'm speaking very loud because my air condition is on full blast. Let me make a scenario here. Let's assume that this man, ended up deleting Korra out of Facebook, okay? And Korra is no longer on Facebook, no longer on YouTube, no longer on Instagram, no longer on any social media platform, and she's no longer making money. Let's say she only makes money when people book her for a gig or stuff like that. And the money is so little that she's making a month. She can't be able to pay rent in that place she lives in, pay her mortgage in LA. She can't be able to pay other things. And let's assume, we are making a scenario that this man can be able to have a stable home. In the government document, they write it a stable living place. If he proves that he has a stable home, he has a stable job, he has stable income that comes in every month, the court will tilt towards that person that can provide all of this. Because if the court did not, that means the responsibility of catering for the children, both their housing, feeding, and everything, falls on the government. And they are trying to make sure they can take some kids out of government's responsibility back to the parents. So that's the aim these people did 2 years ago, to close Korra out of social media, to drive her away, to delete her page and all of that. They consistently did it for 2 years. It did not work for them. And the reason why they did not succeed is because they do not own access to Meta. They cannot tell Facebook how to run their business. Facebook, one place where people will come, a thriving place where they will be getting views and algorithm, advertising, charging money to corporations, and making their own income when they pay, while they pay the content creators. Okay, so based on that, they could not succeed. Guys, I've been talking for 1 hour 20 minutes. I didn't know I could get up to that. And I'm looking to see if the children are beginning to come out. It's supposed to be at 1, so it's in the next 26 minutes. Let's see. In my country, there is a saying that goes, the higher the monkey climbs, the more his backside is exposed. Exactly. Exactly. I like the way your country said it too. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Is there? Oh, is there? She's asking for a refund of school fees, lawyers' fees, and damages and funds from Meta. He has to pay everything, everything there is. Yeah, she can get damages, okay, from Meta. She can get damages because she's going to prove, she's going to use her statement that when everything was okay, when people were not malicious towards my page, this was XY amount I make on an average. But since you guys have been malicious towards my page based on one-sided story, without even getting me a customer service person to assist me, or getting me an account manager, like YouTube will send an account manager to you to help you review some of the things, this is how much I've lost, this is how much damage it has cost me. She can demand that. And for Mr. Korra Obidi as well, for Mr. Korra Obidi, if there is need for to pay damages, of course the cost will also grant those. But that one is going to be determined with a very thin shred, because he doesn't have money. Okay, he doesn't have money. But let's see how it goes. Yes, Meta should ban him for 2 years, since he used Facebook for 2 years to harass them. That one is left for Meta to decide. You're doing great, host. Thank you, Trends with Octavia Korra. I like that name. I like that name. Is this a new one, girl? Let me know. I'm going to check it out. Evelyn said, my question is, if Justin gets the kids, okay, I need to turn this. I'm beginning to feel cold. I'm beginning to,
Guys, Evelyn said, my question is, if Justin gets the kids, can he take care of them? You've asked this question before. The thing is that he might not be able to take care of them. And from my own opinion, he can't be able to take care of them. Okay, then how would that work if he gets the kids and Korra is deported? Let's assume, let's create that scenario you just brought, Evelyn. Let's say he got the full custody of these children, right? And Korra is deported. That means they've not monetized Facebook for Nigerian users. So maybe Korra's Facebook will not be monetized in Nigeria. So that brings the income down, right? So Korra will be depending on YouTube, maybe YouTube and what again? And TikTok, right? And then the income will be lower, right? And then how will he take care of the children? He will go and hire nanny, and hopefully this time it will not be the likes of Crystal. And then the children, like, they really don't give 2 cents how they grow up. That's why when you see most of those children, they are what they are because of how the parents nurture them. Okay, and then Korra will still be paying child support, kind of. Remember, he has a social security number in America. He will still be paying child support, kind of. However, he will not be getting good money for child support. Korra might say, I'm not earning much and I pay rent in Nigeria. I do this, I do that. This is how much I can afford to pay. You understand? But the thing is, the court will not be in a hurry to do that. And secondly, um, oh, these people are going to be here for a long day. Oh. They just put another poster out. What else are they talking about? Okay. They are doing a free COVID shots. Okay. So the thing is that Korra will not be deported. And the reason why I'm saying that, for grants to deport you is when you commit an offense, usually federal offense, a felony offense. And then when you're trying to do treason against America, when you're trying to, let's say, in terrorist related things, those are the things that will lead to them deporting you. But not for, a faithful taxpayer. No, they're not going to deport Korra. That was their wish, but it's not going to happen. Okay, so let me see. Yes, that's what we say in Jamaica. Let JD keep on talking. He will fall right in that bottomless pit he's digging. Absolutely. He has already fallen. Honestly, it's not looking good for him. I'm not saying this because I'm outrightly here supporting Korra. No, I'm saying this because I want to be an umpire. It's not looking good for this man. And who am I blaming? I'm blaming him for being very stupid. I sorry, Facebook, for being very silly. I'm blaming him for being very silly. And I'm blaming all those bunch of women, okay, in those WhatsApp group that have, they've continued to deceive this man. And again, I'm blaming him because of Facebook money. He kept on coming back. When he looks at his bank account that is so red, he will come back. He will stir the waters and stir up controversy and then fall back to play victim. This time is not working. The court documents are out there and they are well articulated. This guy will be, when I say will be, they will chew him raw. When I mean chewing him raw in the court, you sought for restraining order. For example, the court granted you restraining order for Korra not to talk about you. In making your announcement that you now got a restraining order against Korra, you called her a psychopath. You called her a monster. You called her names. You kept on calling her on that announcement video. And after that, you went to someone's live stream, Renee's live stream, and started calling Korra all manner of names. The same thing you sought for the court to protect you was the same thing you were doing. This guy has faulted the court order in many ways. The court ordered you guys to get a passport that each parent can do international travel of 2 weeks. You refuse to sign the passport form so that they don't get document for your child. That's violating court order. After their divorce, he violated that court order. Then he came on a video saying that he knew what he was doing when he was calling Korra's name was wrong. It's against the judgment of the court. However, he's there to validate himself, so social media validation, to defend himself that he doesn't care. He dared the court. He doesn't care if he goes to jail. These are things you don't do. You don't violate order, knowingly violating court order, and then knowingly admitting that you violated court order. And at the same time, you dare the court, I don't care if they send you to prison. Then get ready. This guy is not slowing down. And the irony of the whole thing is that they are no longer fighting for divorce. They both got beautiful 50% of the time of their children. But no, the anger that I brought this woman to America, she's making so much money on Facebook. I'm not making half of the money she's making. There was somebody on social media here. If I call her name, you guys will know. She's big now we kind of started all these things together, but she's now big on Facebook. She's way big on Facebook. She makes so much money on Facebook. My Facebook page is not monetized, for example. So I will now start being angry because she's making money. To each their own. Everybody, you have your own time. God did not create your 5 fingers to be equal. They are not equal. And there is a reason why they are not equal. And that's the same thing applicable to human beings. We have the tall ones, we have the short ones, we have the fat ones, we have the skinny ones. We have them in different colors because it shows the beauty of creation. Assuming all of us are of the same height, speak the same tongue, look alike, it will be a boring world. But God in himself, he knows exactly what he did. The way he chose to create human. The way your fingers are not equal. There are people that will be ahead of you. There are people you'll be ahead of. There are people that will be in between. But for the fact that Korra has become successful on Facebook, and this guy had, managed Korra's funds on Facebook, so he's very much informed how much Korra is making on Facebook, and that is his beef. That was why he did not go on with his divorce condition to Korra. The fact that Korra is making money was his anger. And let's not forget, After the divorce, when Korra was thrown out, eventually she got a space, she moved in. She wasn't talking about this man because the court judge order made her not to talk about anything discussed in court. What she did was to write her book. That was where she shared her life experience. But this guy and his group, the women in the WhatsApp group, they kept on dragging Korra, thinking if they make her look so stupid, if they scream from now to the end of the day that she's a bad person, the court will decide the case based on their social media outcry. No, the court will still determine a case on legal conditions, what you did and evidences, not because you shouted so loud or not because you made the most live streams against Korra. The court is not going to listen to you because you're biased. That's why we are making those live streams. You have never, when you're correcting Korra, have you ever corrected Mr. Korra Obidi? No. At least here in my channel, I've corrected Korra when she did the one that did not go, I felt wasn't right. I've corrected Nancy and I've corrected Justin. So you have to be balanced in your conversation. And if you see what is wrong, call it out. For the Facebook pastor that claimed to be Madam Righteous, that covers her body, at least Korra doesn't cover. Everybody is aware of this. You people, I guess by now, everybody's tired of it because you can't keep talking. The person you're talking about is not changing and doesn't give 2 cents. But for that Facebook pastor, that is Assistant Jesus, went and took somebody's child's videos, a special need child, doctored the video to suit whatever narrative they are putting out there, to make them look good and to call out Korra. They never thought it was evil. They never thought it was wrong. Because they covered their body, they're all right before God. Go ask those people dating married men. They are all covered up. Ask those people dating gigolos, dating young boys, married men dating young boys. They all wear clothes. But the only offense that Korra committed against these people, that was the only offense. So this man, you just looked at everywhere to pass. It's right in my front. Anyways, I'm beginning to feel hot again. So let me read more comments. And where did I stop? Okay. Let me know where I stop. Yeah, Korra can never be deported. I've talked about that, except she commits an offense, a crime. Yes, that's the truth. All right, I'm asking because it seems that was their objective at some point, and I was just wondering how a situation like that could benefit him. See somebody who is out there to pull you down. It's not because it's going to be beneficial to them, but because they want to satisfy their quest. Yes, I did it. I destroyed her. I pulled her down. How about those that come here? I talked about a case on my live stream about an ex that went and took out the life of the ex-wife that just graduated from medical school. It was anger, it was hate, it was so much bottled up things that they don't want to let go. They don't want to seek help. They don't want to go for therapy to heal, because divorce is not sweet, okay? But after the divorce, if the court was fair, like that in case of Korra and Justin, the court was completely fair, 50-50 custody. Why can't you run with that? Why? Why can't you run with that? 50-50 custody. I'm turning on my air conditioner again. Why can't you run with that? To me, it was fair. But it was not enough. What they wanted was to take off income,
make her not to make money again. But they are not God to decide all of those. They can plan, they can concoct evil against you, but God will never allow all of them, because the last time I checked, He's the author and finisher of all our faiths. No matter which one you belong to, no matter which religion, no matter whether you belong to Chi or you belong to you're a Muslim, or you belong to you're a Buddhist, whatever it is that you call divinity, there are still conditions on those, how they work. They don't work based on what humans determine. No. All right. The way he talks has, if he owns her. Exactly. That's what he feels, because he brought her to America and filed for American residence for her. That is the thing. But anybody can come to America. Didn't Nancy come to America? How many times has Nancy been to America? Cora's father just visited America. Anybody can come, but this man is not even seeing it. Even if he did not bring Korra, maybe she could have come by herself. A lot of other musicians, Nigerian musicians born in Nigeria, look at them making headways. Some of them came by themselves. Their music, their talent brought them. But this man is not seeing it. He's just saying, I made her, I gave her the platform. Based on that, she's answerable to me. It doesn't work like that. If this man had treated Korra fairly, we'll not be discussing their divorce on social media. But he never did. Guys, like this video. I'm not seeing my like. Go on, like, share, and comment. And also, if you're watching from YouTube, thank you immensely. Subscribe to my channel, turn your post notification bell. I'm not going to finish discussing this Korra's court document on one sitting, and I don't like my live stream to be overly long. It's such an interesting document that they filed. The lawyers did their job. I applaud them for that. And also, let me also use the opportunity to thank all of you that contributed money for the attorney, all of you that donated through the GoFundMe. You can see the result of the money you donated. It's speaking for itself. The lawyers Korra hired, they know their onions and they are doing amazing. What they've put out so far, intelligently articulated document they put out so far, is proof that your money is working. Ogina said he obviously can't take care of the case. Let's get this straight. He can't at all. He's desperately looking for everyone's avenue to attach himself to Korra's earning or sink her. Yeah. You know, in some of her live stream, which Korra's attorney also picked out, in some of the live stream said that they are going to frustrate Korra until she runs back to the cave. It's in the court document. So when I heard that, I was so happy that they listed those. So everything this man has spoken out on Facebook is now going to be used against her to now prove that there was no reason for this kind of hate this man spewed out there. But he kept on generating, he kept on inciting people, he kept on inciting conflict where there is no need for any conflict. They are going to review all of those and see all of those by themselves. Korra is not, definitely Korra is not. Sissy, thank you for being here. Thank you. I really appreciate. Thank you for the hand. Thank you. Thank you, Sissy. I really appreciate. Please like the live stream. Yes, guys, like this live stream for me. Please like the live stream. Even as we speak, some of these women are still blaming Korra for negligence. They will blame Korra. When the video made round, they blame Korra for the video. Please ask me. This did not happen in Korra's bathroom. This wasn't Korra's nanny that did this. It happened in Mr. Korra Obidi's bathroom. Mr. Korra Obidi hired somebody with record to babysit his children. Mr. Korra Obidi granted consent because the woman that posted that video, wow, this woman, I didn't know she's this light skin. You know, when you see people in the evening in parties, you don't know how they look. Wow, she really looks pretty. The woman that posted the video on a WhatsApp came and made a live stream that he sought for consent. And Mr. Korra Obidi did what? Granted consent. But now, they did not blame him for allowing a stranger in his home. They did not blame him for sharing the video. They did not blame whoever that posted it on Father's Day. They are blaming Korra for negligence. Don't worry, the court will see through it all. I'm not even bothered about all those shenanigans. I'm not bothered. Even as we speak, some of them, yeah, they are blaming Korra. That's true. Uzo Chiamaka, where have you been? Thank you, beautiful. Thank you. Korra's children are both American. Exactly. That's what I said. Even if this man did not bring Korra, Korra could have been to America by herself. Didn't the father just come? Nancy came here and gave birth to her children. So when you say, I brought her here, when I hear it, I laugh because that's what most of our men here do. And some of them that ended up deleting their exes, spying their exes, they are rotting in jail. And that is true. And I talked about the recent case that happened in my state, and also another one that happened in Atlanta. Exes going the extra, carrying GUN. This man came on his court document, Mr. Korra Obidi, and he's saying that his mental health is shattered. Believe him. If he has access to GON, he will do anything. Believe him. He said his mental health is shattered. For all those bunch of women in the WhatsApp group supporting him, wake up, smell the coffee. It's not smelling good. Even with the cream and the cherry on top, it's not smelling good. Know that you guys misled this guy. He continued making mistakes. He continued putting himself into the biggest deep ever. Know that and know peace right now. So guys, I have to be calling this a day. I'm beginning to see people come out. Oh, I hate to go. I hate to go. I'm not seeing my child come out. Maybe she's waiting for me. But my baby is grown. I'm seeing smaller kids. Guys, I hate to go. Please, if you're here to follow me, follow me. If you're here to subscribe, subscribe. Turn on your post notification bell. I just came to make this live stream. Like Fumi says, she doesn't like when I'm doing live stream in a car because it's usually very short. And Fumi, you're so right. This one is going to end, and I hate to let you guys go. We need to dissect the court document. Korra's attorney, they did fantabulous. They did an amazing job. And for all of you that donated on GoFundMe, I can't thank all of you enough. I can't. I've said it more than 5 times on different intervals on this live stream. You see your money is working. When you see that your money you gave somebody is doing what you brought that money out for, that is satisfaction that you're going to get. Thank you, Ozo Chiamaka. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. He thinks he's the Alpha and Omega. He's not the Alpha and Omega. The last time I checked, God is still on the throne, and his throne reigns forever. This guy has put himself in a very big deep. It's not looking good for him. And if I were in Korra's position now, I will not just be asking for amendment of the custody. I'm asking for full custody. The only thing it's going to cost me is money to get a full-time nanny. And if possible, she will ask her sister in Nigeria to start looking for a good person she can bring here to babysit for her. You understand? That's the only thing is going to cost Korra. And then the reverse of their plan will now be the case. Do you know what I'm talking about? He will start paying child support. Honestly, there's so many things to discuss today, guys. The time is not my friend right now. The time is not my friend. The time is not my friend. Please, guys, like this live stream, share, invite your friends, and check out on my page, on my YouTube page, YouTube channel, Facebook page. I'm going to go live much more later today in the evening. Okay, let me go and look for my daughter, pick her up, and let's go home and have lunch. And I hate to go. Let me see what Zochima Amaka said. CPS just opened a new case on I saw it. Hey, I have a lot to review, guys. I saw that new case, and also some of the things they sought for. They said no, because there is we can't continue on that because there is need for CPA to do investigation. There is an allegation of child abuse, and all of that. And where is that child something coming up? It's coming from that bathroom video. We have a lot to talk, but guys, I hate to go at this point. I need to go and look for my child and take her home. And I must thank all of you for joining me today on today's live stream. If you're yet to follow me on Facebook, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel on YouTube, subscribe, like the video, share, and leave me your comment. If I did not introduce myself, I feel a lot of people here already know me. My name is Oyoyo, and Oyoyo means beautiful. So thank you, beautiful people. Check me out much later for the continuation of this conversation. We have a lot to talk about. I have to run now. Thank you guys for keeping up with me. Thank you for your amazing contribution on today's live stream. And remember, if you're watching from YouTube, my membership is up. My membership is open. Join my membership to support us here. That's how you can say, well done, Oyoyo. Thank you for the super chat, Chi. Let me put it up. Thank you for the super chat, Chim No, Uzo Chiamaka. Thank you for the super chat, Uzo Chiamaka. Thank you immensely. I really appreciate the super chat. Thank you guys. Thank you. See you guys on the next one. We are going to go live much later today in the evening. Until then, stay strong. If you donated for GoFundMe account, your money is working and you can see the evidence through the court document. Until I see you guys next time. And if you're also on the WhatsApp group, the bunch of women, tell your man the truth. Let him stop talking and let him do the needful. Sign those court papers so that they can get passports for the children. And do what? See how he can amend his own lawsuit against the woman that came and made video on his children if he has the balls. And I know he's not going to do that. Until I see you guys. Bye, everybody. Bye.